Youth ministry is a lot like basketball. You have to anticipate the pass or anticipate what is coming next. Welcome back to another episode of Youth Ministry Insights. Excited to be here with you today to talk all about anticipation. For those of you that grew up playing a sport or love watching a sport, you may know a little bit of what I'm talking about. I can remember playing in basketball growing up, playing in my games, having my dad on the sideline yelling out, anticipate the pass, anticipate the steal, anticipate the rebound, whatever it might be, he was screaming that out. And so anticipation and being prepared for what's going to happen next has always rang true with me, not only in sports, but most importantly, in being organized and ready for youth ministry events, meetings, anything that takes place in youth ministry. Now, of course, it goes without saying that there are some things that are going to happen that you can't anticipate. They're just going to happen, and you have to rely on your strengths and your witness to the faith, and as being a youth minister, recall all those things that are within you to handle those situations. But what I'm talking about today are the different things you can do in advance that anyone can do to be prepared for meetings, events, things that happen within your ministry. So a couple things. First, planning out your schedule and your budget for the year or however long you can do is really helpful in the long run. Having a game plan ready to go for your yearly calendar or however long again you can make it for is going to really help you be organized and set to know what events are happening next and when they're happening. Also, promoting these events. So I like to hand out my calendars on a bi-monthly calendar so that the youth and their parents know what's coming up, know what's happening for about a 2-month time frame. Now that doesn't mean that a big event such as a retreat, an end of the year party, a goodbye party, whatever this big event might be, doesn't mean that I'm not going to send out a save a date or post it on Instagram a save a date or send out an email to parents about the save a date, about those bigger events, especially retreats that happen so that they can get them on their calendar as well. So that's important to know too. Anticipate the bigger events and schedule out the smaller events as needed. Also anticipating what your budget's going to look like for that event. Do you need to book a speaker? Do you need to have a priest on hand to hear confessions or say a mass or have adoration with benediction? Or a deacon, of course, in that case. And so planning out the speakers is all part of it as well. Giving them ample notice for when you're going to need them so that you can coordinate with their calendar and yours and get it into place as well. And then the little things of anticipation, like what snacks you're going to have. When are you going to go buy the snacks for that meeting so that you have them ready on hand? Do you need a special birthday cake to celebrate something? Do you need special supplies? Do you need to pull out these supplies from closets or deep down in bins or from your household that are going to be buried away that are going to take you a while to get them out? For instance, we have a Christmas in July party every once in a while, and my Christmas items are not really in the front of my youth ministry office or in my basement anywhere I can find them close by. So you might need to take some time to dig them out, get them ready about a week in advance. We also have a big event here called the Youth Group Olympics. It's an annual event that takes place with all kinds of fun games and interactive things that are not just sports related, like chalk art competition, dunk tank, who can catch the longest football throw. And so pulling out the supplies for those events can be anything from an egg and a spoon from my own household to our dunk tank that's stored in a garage somewhere to a football that is just in my youth ministry closet. And so getting those supplies, those things out in advance, maybe a week before the event, always help me make the event happen smooth and easily and not scrambling for stuff that we don't have closely on hand. Also, in this time of COVID, we've been having a lot more outdoor meetings and outdoor events that sometimes need to be outside, like a kickball tournament or something of that nature. Even if it's just an outdoor meeting that's your regular ministry scheduled meeting, what's the weather look like for that day? Is it going to be rainy? Is it going to be overcast? Is it going to be too windy? Is it going to be damp? Is it going to be too hot? Is it going to be too cold? So looking in advance at the weather forecast and knowing that you are anticipating if it's outside, it's going to be set up this way. And if the weather is not good for being outside, where are you going to put that meeting and how are you going to adapt it to that other space? So anticipation. If you carry these little tools into your youth ministry, it is going to make things go a lot smoother. And in turn, it's going to leave more time for you to be the youth minister that's going to touch the hearts and in turn, touch the souls of the youth. God bless. Youth ministry is a lot like basketball. I can't wait that thing's out there. No, it's great. It's great. Youth ministry is a lot like basketball. Try again. Youth ministry is a lot like basketball.
That was one thing.
That was with me.
Yeah.
Youth ministry is a lot like basketball.